welcome back to the Philips Stadium. A lot of high-fiving, a lot of words of encouragement from the coach. It's just incredible that they played on big stages before, all of these players, even those young.
That shows that they're ready for battle tonight. They must be able to hear that.
Yeah.
Everyone, the Eindhoven Carnival concludes with a grand idled enthusiasm. It is Arsenal's misfortune that they embark on the knockout stages without the sharp end of their team. Injuries are going to come from. This is familiar territory. Arsenal here for the third season running. It's no surprise. And Ronaldo used to tread this turf, then it was Robin and Quit. Liverpool succumbed here in January. It was the turn.
Different competition at this atmosphere, at their stadium. This will be a tough test. All got experience, and this is a team that hasn't conceded that many goals in the Champions League this season, and that's going to have to stay the same tonight again, which will set them up for next week's leg home.
A dramatic desertion of form. One win in the Eredivisie in 2025. But they have this place on the dark strip tonight. The prize, a quarter-final against the winners of the Madrid derby. Arsenal played here. What, in your mind, Alan, is Arsenal's best approach this evening? Softly, or slightly more positive and gung-ho?
Well, you feel yourself into the game. Somehow you've got to try and quieten this crowd and then see what comes of that. There's no doubt that they can come here and get a really positive result.
Eagles, the semi-final of the Dutch Cup, seeking revenge at go-ahead Eagles in Deventer. At the weekend they lost again, a 2-1 lead. And it's Saibari. Strides forward from midfield, finds Noah Lang. He leaves his pass to Perisic.
Did Arsenal a favour then.
Waneri floating it beautifully towards the back post. It was a tantalising delivery. Marino. It's Ødegaard. It's neat. And then Ødegaard goes over and appeals to the referee that he was caught in the act of shooting. We play on for now.
I thought that was. Why would he go down otherwise? He's got a free shot at goal. A wonderful play to get in there in the first place. Ødegaard still got his arms up and still looking at the referee.
90 minutes, Alan. Lovely touch. Declan Rice tried to spin. Flag is up for offside now. So what follows as Rice turns away to begin his celebration is merely academic.
He did flag really early on there. Assistant on that far side.
And they're checking this as well, just to make absolutely certain.
Oh. Very tight, but just.
Ledesma. Perisic trying to link the play. Directing Malacia to pass it to Lang. Perisic has it back again. And there's Saibari! And then the follow-up, just wide. Flamingo, second time around, and Arsenal have a big double let-off.
Well, I said they made a positive start to the game. That was virtually their first attack. And Perisic whips a teasing ball in there. Goodness me, how does he miss that, Saibari? Oh, the tackle, the lunge and tackle.
Leandro Trossard. In nicely for Rice. Rice hoists it, and Timber goes up, and the Dutchman scores. Jurrien Timber with just his second goal for the Gunners on his return to the Netherlands.
Well, they might have been fortunate at one end, but a minute later, brilliant play from Declan Rice to make the run in there, and then to find the time and the touch and the technique to turn, and then just dink a beautiful little ball into the far post, and the hope that someone's going to get on the end of it. And
another threatening cross.
Another very good cross. It deserves someone to be on the end of it. Set up.
Lewis Skelly. And it's tucked goalwards by Ethan Nwaneri. And the young man steps effortlessly forward into the limelight once again. Such an exciting prospect. But in Arsenal's hour of need, he is delivering as still a callow youth.
Well, I mentioned earlier, when injuries happen to you, that then creates chances for other players. And it's great to see the Arsenal...
Is that a foul? It is, and it's a yellow card for Miles Lewis Skelly for pulling back Luke de Jong.
Yeah, that was good play from PSV there in the middle of the park. A little
Will be Lang. David Raya never seemed to be particularly urgent about getting across.
No, there was no panic from him, was there? He seemed pretty comfortable. Big space.
Thrown at them by injuries. Perisic. Ledesma on the outside. Oh, and Lewis Skelly mistiming a challenge, having just received a yellow card.
You can hear the crowd and you can hear what they want. It's a bit of a risky situation when he's just been given a yellow card a minute ago.
Timber once again, fortuitously getting a chance, and Marino! It's a steal for Arsenal. Gifted to the makeshift centre-forward, but he had to be alert to take his chance. And this has been the perfect half hour for the Gunners.
Been an incredible half an hour. And being fortunate to go and not to go 1-0 down, they now find themselves 3-0 up. I mean, terrible defending from PSV. How many times you want to get rid of the ball? 4 or 5 times they had, and they failed to do so, and if you don't, you're going to get punished. That's exactly what's happened. There's one opportunity, there's another one, and it falls very, very...
And the referee has given a penalty. Arsenal protest, yellow card comes out. Jesus Gil Manzano. Quick and decisive in his call, and it's possibly a route back into this for PSV.
Foul on Luke de Jong, he's pointing to it.
Half-time looming on the horizon. And Noah Lang emphatically accepts the lifeline for PSV.
Yeah, really confidently taken penalty that is. Keeper's got absolutely no chance, even if he goes the right way to his right-hand side. He's not stopping that. Power and precision.
Rice, he has a chance, and he wasn't so very far away.
Goodness me, what a first half this has been. Been absolutely incredible. End to end, we've had everything. So many talking points.
Jedi Scouten. Tyrell Malacia. Oh, another great chance. Luke de Jong, and Gus Till was arriving too.
What a ball that is off Malacia. He just opens his body up there and moves that ball like that and then whips it in.
Flamingo. Concerned by the collision involving Gabriel. Perisic.
Perisic knew what he was doing there, didn't you?
It comes after 4 days of celebrations in Eindhoven, and you know what, Alan, it's been a carnival of a first half with all sorts, all the fun of the fair. Timber, Nwaneri and Marino scoring for Arsenal to establish. International is on in place of Ryan Flamingo. And it's PSV who get us back underway. Marino, Nwaneri. It'll come to Ødegaard, and that's 4. Within 1 minute of the restart, Arsenal restore their 3-goal advantage and are already sitting pretty and eyeing a potential quarter-final.
Oh my word, what a cross from young Nwaneri. He's left 1v1, and the little step over to get himself to the byline. Then he pings the cross across the 6-yard box.
And the other thing, joyously, that they've proved is who needs a striker. Here's Calafiori. And Trossard. And it's 5-1. And there's an air of disbelief around the Philips Stadium now, because it's already turning into something of a rout.
Well, we can hear the Arsenal fans cheering, but we can also hear the PSV fans booing. They're hating seeing this. The team at the minute is being dismantled by an Arsenal team full of confidence. And we said give nothing away. And if truth be known, they'd have been happy going into the second leg with 3 goals that they'd scored in the first half. But one...
Declan Rice. Trossard. There's a bit of a swagger about Arsenal now, and why wouldn't there be at 5-1 up? Waneri. Football longer than any other Dutch team. 70 years this year since they first entered. Here's Lang. That's a good effort. David Raya took off to his left with a little bit of urgency and a little bit of concern.
Yeah, he's right that it'll come if he keeps on going.
No Lang. Perisic. Shirt pulling there, and Luke de Jong actually got his head to it and demanded the save.
That's what he wants, that's what he's appealing for, is that he thinks he's been pulled.
Odegaard. There are gaps, big gaps, and there are numbers for Arsenal. Waneri decides he's now in range. Straight back to him.
Opportunities, and they'll keep on coming. As there with the option that he had, he could pass it, but no, it still opens up for him. He goes past 1, 2.
Arsenal's captain again. Finding Partey. Trossard. Waneri. And the shots keep raining in on Benitez's goal.
They've got it.
Arsenal don't play in the Premier League until Sunday at Manchester United, so they are staying the night in Eindhoven. Odegaard. Had to run an awfully long way with it. Waneri. Looked to be goal-bound too.
Afraid to have a pop at goal, is he? So he shouldn't be either.
Familiar Arsenal set up for a Declan Rice corner. And it was you-know-who there to meet it. Malacia. Whipped across with real pace and a bit of venom.
Some good balls in down there, hasn't he, on that left-hand side?
Perisic. Can play off either wing, as he's shown for the best part of 2 decades now. Odegaard. Partey.
Big chance, but from that moment onwards, really dominated.
And striding into a gap is the captain, Martin Odegaard. It's a half dozen for a side that are showing no half measures and are more than halfway towards a Champions League quarter-final.
Well, the number of times that guy there, Odegaard, has picked the ball up in the middle of the park and just ran and not stopped and went for the back four of PSV. He went straight through the midfield, and if no one's going to come out and close him down, and you run the risk of him doing that. He gets a free shot at goal, and that makes it 6, and they've seen enough.
Pictures that did make their way into the public domain, yes, Alan. Not with my consent. Tierney. Zinchenko! Very nearly 7.
Yeah, such is the confidence of Arsenal. You can see he wants the corner, and rightly so, because that was a save. A little flick. When they've had to pass it with pace, they've done that. When someone's had to run with it in the right opportunities and the right times, and they've all done it well.
Here's Calafiori, of all people, turning up to complete a magnificent 7. The left back scoring off the right wing sums it up for Arsenal tonight, who have enjoyed an evening like few others in their European history, and they can already say with utter confidence that they're through to the last 8.
And that's another thing they've done really, really well tonight. I mentioned it in the first half about players running in behind and timing their run really, really.
Oh, David Raya, deprived of it by Bakayoko. It's not going to cost him.
Wants a piece of the action, doesn't he? He's thinking everyone else has got in it, why shouldn't I?
Of a pressure-free second leg at the Emirates in 8 days' time. They have well and truly gate-crashed the Eindhoven Carnival.
From start to finish, really, really